Hi, I'm Daniel.
And I'm Zach.
And welcome back to our channel. Today,
We've got a whole lot of pins for you.
that was very punny. I don't even know what that. It's Christmas time.
It is Christmas
And
time.
if you haven't heard from anyone that has gone to the parks during this time of year, let me just say they're very crowded. It's very, very crowded. However, we still had a lovely meal at Liberty Tree Tavern the day after Thanksgiving, and just popped over. If you're not hell-bent on riding rides or whatever, if you're just there for the atmosphere, it's still a lovely Christmas atmosphere. So
Yes.
there's always that. So what we're going to do today is we have, over the past, 4 or 5 trips, just bought a bunch of things that we just kind of set aside. And so we're just kind of hobbling a haul video together. This is mostly Zach. I don't think I really have anything.
There are a few pins in here that are for us, but yes, a large majority of this are things that I wanted. So
Okay, well then you may go.
I may go.
You may go. You're dismissed.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
So we'll start with the gifting ornament pins, or one of the gifting ornament pins, the kinds that are designed to hang on your tree with the little ribbon.
Do you hang yours on a tree? If you've bought one of these and you hang it on your tree, can you leave a comment down below? I don't think we've ever hung them on the tree.
I don't.
Yeah.
The packaging is largely ornamental.
Yeah.
This one is for the Haunted Mansion.
Ooh.
It's got the hitchhiking ghosts in holographic print, and then the pin itself is on this spooky eyes background, and it is the hitchhiking ghosts.
Yes. We have a cat producer today. She's letting us know what to do. So yeah. All of which is to say, if you hear weird background noises,
it's the cat.
It's the producer. So yes.
Do this one.
Oh, this is a Tiki room ornament, which you could hang on your tree. This is also a weird one because there's no way to see the pin. So literally, they're just selling you a cardboard ornament to hang on a tree.
That may or may not have a pin inside.
That the pin is actually quite nice. It's a little tiki bird. Do we know which tiki bird it is?
I think it's Jose.
I don't know. That seems like a female bird. It's got the flowers and it's very pretty. It's a very pretty
pin.
Where are we putting discards? So
discards.
Yes.
I did not realize that the movie for this next pin was 20 years old this year. Because when I think 20 years ago or 30 years ago, I still think the 1970s or the 1980s.
Right, like
not
Endgame,
2000.
Endgame, Infinity War. Those are about 20 years ago, right? It feels like those were about 20 years ago.
So when I saw the collection of pins for this movie, I had to pick the one with the character that is always watching.
It's the Monsters, Inc.
It is. It
Yeah.
is 20 years of Monsters Incorporated this year, and if we were having in-person pin events, I'm betting this would be one of the anniversary pin events.
It would have. Yeah.
It is Roz, who is always watching with her shade that goes up and down on the pin.
Yeah, so fun fact, the Monsters Laugh floor is reopened at Tomorrowland in the Kingdom, and they did a holiday overlay. And just for the party, though.
Right.
It wasn't a normal, but if they do the holiday, I said do. If they do the holiday overlay and you're there, it is worth seeing, provided that you didn't just see it without it, because we kind of did them back to back.
Right.
And because we were at the party a little earlier, we went to Monsters Laugh Floor, saw the regular show, and then we were like, oh, it has a holiday overlay. We'll go see that. Very similar bones to it. You could see how the sausage was made, right? You could see what they switched out to do the holiday. Still, if you've never been to Monsters Laugh Floor, it's an improv show. It's very funny, and it's delightful.
It is a bit of its time, but It's fun and cute.
All right, so this is an open edition pen, right?
This is an open
this
edition
is an
pen.
open edition pen of the entire Disney family, trimming their tree and putting up their ornaments, and Donald is sweeping things under the rug. Just like your mildly racist uncle does at Thanksgiving. So, not yours. I mean, just in general. I don't have a mildly racist uncle. I feel like that was a dated joke.
Moving on. I can't remember if we've shown this one before, so we're going to show it again,
Yay.
even if we have.
Yay.
So they're doing this series called Magical Comics, and when I saw that there was a Figment one,
yes,
of course I had to go out. And it's got Figment on the front and on the inside. On the inside here it says, "That looks like a can of paint. That gives me an idea." This is Figment speaking. "Let's paint some magic." And you know how you paint some magic? With your imagination.
With an electrical light parade. This is you can do that one. These are, we have 3 of the gingerbread collection. These come out every year for the different hotels. I wasn't a big fan of these this year. I'm guessing you were. This is the Beach Club. It has Ariel inside of it. And I'm assuming the picture of the gingerbread house that they have at the beach. We didn't go to the Beach Club, so we didn't see their gingerbread house this year. Beach Club is the one that usually has the merry-go-round, though, not the house. Anyway, and then what you have?
I have the Epcot one, which
has Figment.
Yeah. In front of, I believe that's the American Adventure Pavilion, made out of
which
gingerbread.
Now makes it sound like I was just saying that Figment isn't on any of the holiday pins, and clearly it is. We're talking about the Festival of the Holidays, which just started at Epcot. That Festival of the Holidays merchandise does not have Figment on it. And then finally, this one was kind of cool. This is for the Walt Disney World Preview Center, which was there for the longest time. It's got the orange bird on it. And if you knew where the Preview Center was, this was the very first building they built on property, where you would meet up if you were a newspaper person or a corporate person that was going to go take a tour of the developing property. It was a dark brown building that was on what is now Hotel Drive, right next to Disney Springs. And it was there for the longest time just as kind of I think it was a DVC building for quite a while. But yeah, that was the original
I don't think
Disney.
It's anything related to Disney anymore.
It's torn down now, but it was the original Disney Preview Center, which was kind of cool that they made a pin for that. So.
Yeah, they've done a lot of Preview Center merchandise with the 50th anniversary going on. So, if any of you know what my favorite ride at the Magic Kingdom is, you won't be surprised by this next pin, because it's very punny. It's the Windows of Main Street pin that just came out, I believe, this past week, or the week before, and it's Mickey, whom I'm not the biggest fan of, but he's a Jungle Cruise skipper, so...
Yeah, let's talk about the Jungle Cruise for a second. I have noticed that the line for the Jungle Cruise on both coasts has jumped up quite a bit since the movie came out.
When we were there on...
Friday. Yeah, it was 85 minutes.
It was 85 minutes.
Yeah. But I've seen it on multiple days, over an hour, for the Jungle Cruise. A great ride, but a ride that has been there since 1955 in one case and 1971 in another. Is an opening day attraction for both parks. And I can only assume that the increase in line is because of the movie, which led me to wonder, with the Carousel of Progress only having like a 5-minute wait ever, why don't they just make a movie? Like get Tom Hanks and make a Carousel of Progress movie, and then, people will start going to the Carousel of Progress.
Can we update it to remove some of the problematic misogynistic elements from the Carousel of Progress?
No, they should just add hecklers, animatronic hecklers in the audience.
So you hear that, Disney? Make a Carousel of Progress movie.
Carousel of Progress movie, and you're why make new attractions? Just make movies for the attractions that you need people to go to. This is a Christmas countdown with our favorite, Lilo and Stitch. This is very reminiscent of the 2 years ago Halloween countdown with Jack and Sally, although it had numbers on it, and I don't see numbers on this one. There's no changing dial. Oh,
it's up top there.
I sit corrected. They're up top here. So you can spend it. How many days until Christmas?
I would have to ask Google or Madame.
Well, it's not December yet, so more than 25. That's how I do my math.
So next, kind of a bit of an old pin, given that we're past the holiday, but Thanksgiving, goodness gracious, Halloween pin featuring Punzi.
Yes.
And I had Mother Knows Best, so I watched the first 15 minutes of Tangled
you had
earlier today.
Mother's Knows Best in your head.
Yes, I had Mother Knows Best stuck in my
I
head.
had Mother's Knows Best, and then like the holiday special, like Father Knows Best Thanksgiving special. Are we going to do these? Oh, you can do that one. Sorry.
And then it's all right.
I was apologizing to them because I scratched my nose. And
excuse me.
I could probably cut it.
So the next is the Artfully Evil pin featuring Ursula. And I like this one because it's not a standard Ursula pin. Mm-hmm. It's got her looking all evil, but it's got this map of like where the various places in the movie are in relation to each other. Hmm. And unlike some of the Artfully Evil pins, Cruella de Vil, it's not really freaking heavy.
Yeah, it's very nice. If you haven't seen Olaf Presents on Disney Plus, you owe it to yourself to see Olaf's explanation of The Little Mermaid.
I want to quote it, but it's only 5 minutes long, so go watch it.
I won't ruin it for you. Do that one, and then we'll do these. Wrap up with these two.
Do you want to do this one?
Sure. So, this is a limited. Notice how I limited. I think this is part of there was a Grand Prix Raceway one, and this one.
There was a whole set that came out. I believe it came out on October 1st for the 50th for all of the opening day attractions.
And all of the opening day attractions that still existed in some form.
I think it was everything, regardless of whether it still existed or not.
But yeah, I don't remember seeing a Mickey Mouse review.
I think there was one.
Oh, okay.
I'd have to go look, but
I
could be wrong.
If only we.
If only there was an internet system of computers we could ask.
Anyway, this was, I know it looks to you as though this is the Tiki Room, but when the Tiki Room opened on opening day, it was actually called the Tropical Serenade, featuring the Tiki Birds. So it later changed its name to the Enchanted Tiki Room. But so this is the pin for the Tropical Serenade. And there was a Grand Prix Raceway, which later got renamed to
Tomorrowland Speedway.
Well, even before that, I think it had another name. If you know what it is, leave it down below in the comments. I know that it's gone through several different names, but I remember it as the Grand Prix Raceway. Because I'm old.
I rode it for the first time a month or so ago.
Mm-hmm.
I probably won't ride it again. Those cars don't respond very well.
Yeah, I didn't ride it. I just walked around the park and made it back before he was done. All right, so these are the newest things that have just been released. If you're going to the Kingdom this week and you're interested in getting these are combination pins and gift cards. So it's a $100 gift card and you get a free pin.
Yes.
So it's like, and obviously you pay $100 for it, so you get a free pin. And you just moved $100 from your wallet to here, but you can still spend it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Or gift it, or whatever you want to do. But they are not at the trading post where you would expect them to be. They are at the Emporium on Main Street. So if you're looking for these in the Kingdom, you need to go to the Emporium on Main Street. No idea where they are in the other parks. We went to Epcot, but we weren't actually looking for them there.
What a strange edition size.
What is it?
37.55.
So 37.55 is the edition size of these pins. So this is the one that I have here is Olaf building a Sven snowman. That's the pin.
Want to build a reindeer?
And the gift card is of course Sven and Olaf and Elsa and Anna, and it's a very cute little gift card there, which I bought for my brother. And not realizing that Eid's not until May, so I have to just hold on to this until May. And yes, I know it's a Christmas card, but we do that. It's a joke that we have going on. Anyway, so yes.
And then our next one is Stitch.
Stitch, building a Stitch snowman.
Yes.
The other two in the series were a Grogu building a Mandalorian snowman and a Mickey building a Pluto snowman. So,
which I was surprised Daniel did not get
because
one with Pluto.
It's not Pluto. It's just a mound of snow with Pluto's face.
Pluto's face.
So as you can see, like Olaf is colored and the snowman is and whatnot. And the gift card didn't have enough Pluto on it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So we got these two things. So we have also just a pro tip. I know this is going really long here, but pro tip, if you do buy Disney gift cards, and let's say you have one of the really cool metal ones from Galaxy's Edge, you can go to DisneyGiftCard.com and register all your gift cards there, and then you can move the balances around. So if you have like $10 left on this one and $5 left on that one, or you have 6 of them and you just want to just have one gift card, you can move all that money around for free on DisneyGiftCards.com once you register your gift cards there. So, which is often what we do. We will buy a gift card at Target using our 5% red card discount. So that way, anything we buy on a gift card has an automatic 5% discount
plus your 20% pass holder discount.
Exactly. By the way, no 20% on the gift cards.
Exactly.
Anyway, that's it. That's. I don't know why I said that's it. That was a lot.
That was a lot.
That was a lot of stuff.
And there is something that I've thought of that I wanted to talk about briefly. So the big pin event is December 4th.
Yes, the
Heroes versus Villains and Epic Showdown.
Yeah, I feel like it should have just been parking lot pins for the heroes and the villains for the Kingdom parking lot.
Okay.
Yeah, it should have just been tram pins and
but
Ursula, Scar 305 through 420 or whatever.
We're not going.
No, we parked in Zurg for that.
Yes.
Yeah, no, we're not going to it. Because the virtual pin event last year that we did pay to go to was horrible, and I don't think this one's going to be any better, and the pin catalog on this was very ho-hum.
Right. Like last year we had we had plenty of pins that piqued our interest, and maybe it was the size of the images in the catalog, or that just none of the pins in that entire catalog screamed out,
"We're missing something.
Buy me." What are we missing?
We're missing your magic band that you bought at the Poly. But the thing I wanted to say is I have a question for you guys for the comments down below. I have just gone off of magic bands completely now that I know that they're going to be replacing them with a newer magic band later. And I feel like, well, why would I buy another magic band at this point of the old style when you're going to be coming out with the new style later? I'm just curious. Am I the only one in that? It's like, because Zach did just recently buy a magic band.
I bought 2. I have one of the limited release 50th anniversary magic bands. And then we went to the Poly last weekend and I bought the 50th anniversary of the Poly magic band that has Orange Bird on it. We'll shove a picture in here. But yeah, I'm still buying and using magic bands as opposed to Magic Mobile on my phone or my physical card.
I've gone total Magic Mobile on my phone. The only times it really becomes an issue is PhotoPass. PhotoPass, they can't scan your phone.
You have to scan a magic band.
You have to scan a magic band. No, or a card. Or pass. So if I carried my pass with it, but if you're going Magic Mobile, you can use it in the store for your discounts. You can use it for getting into the gate and everything. So it'll do everything except for the photo pass that I found so far. Also for the Christmas party, I could not scan my Magic.
Oh, that was an experience.
Why? I just had a lady that we had a cast member take us aside and do some research. I mean, she
worked some magic.
She took my ID, she looked things up, and she made it happen. But otherwise, if I had had my pass, it wouldn't have done. But I suspect that the Magic Mobile will become more and more integrated as we go along. So anyway, now I'll get off that soapbox.
Your tangent.
Yes. Hey, if you like what we do here on this channel, which is not normally tangent. Oh, who am I kidding? We tangent a lot. We really do. We talk about pins. We talk about pin events. We talk about pin trading. By the way, are you trading? Like, let me know that too.
Yes.
I know I ask you a lot of questions.
If you're trading, are you trading online? We've seen some people back in the parks with lanyards, your lanyards on.
Not cast members, but just guests with lanyards. But as I look at them out of the corner of my eye, they're not traders. You know what I'm saying? There's some limited edition pins.
They're your $100 gift card pins.
I mean, they're showing them. They're more showing them off than are there for trading. But that doesn't mean they don't have books with them to trade or whatever. So I'm just curious if anyone's actually trading at the park. I know the cast members aren't doing it right now, other than those boards, which are horrible. But anyway, what we do here on this channel See how I brought that back? What we do on this channel is talk about pins and things like that. And so yeah, subscribe. We're you know the thing. We're very close to 1,000.
976, I think, as of recording.
So if you have 24 friends that you know want to we can still have that Christmas miracle because that countdown thing. See, they still got time till Christmas. Anyway. Blah dee blah blue blue. If you want to reach out to us on the socials, our information's in the doobly-doo. Leave a comment down below answering one of our questions or just asking your own, and Zach will be happy to answer it. And I think that's it. Is that it?
I think that's it.
Until next time.
See you real soon.